afternoon. How many of you went to sleep last night before 10:30? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you went to sleep at around 12? How many of you went to sleep after 12:30? Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about a very, very important part of our daily life that as college students we are neglecting. And that, as you can see, is sleep. Recent research on college students and sleep indicators, they show that sleep deprivation has a big impact on your health. It has an impact on your mental health. It has an impact on your physical health as well. They took a test and it showed that more than 900,000 students in 50 countries found that U.S. has the highest amount of students whose academic performance has been affected because of poor sleep. So we are at the top of 5 countries who have the worst sleeping habits. Isn't that awesome? Here is the student sleep statistics. This shows pretty much why it is that a lot of students are usually not getting a lot of sleep. Part of it is because, of course, of homework, but actually one of the highest ones is because of procrastination. So why are we not taking care of our sleep? Why do we need sleep? According to the University Health Center, sleep restores our energy. It helps fight off illnesses so that, if you want to stay away from the common cold or the allergies that attack you, sleep can be a very good pattern for that. It also helps us think more clearly and creatively. You don't want to go to class and be all like, okay, homework, school. If you actually get enough sleep, obviously you're going to be able to perform a lot better. It strengthens your memory, so you're going to be able to retain more information. Thus, you're going to be able to focus a lot more in school. Quality over quantity. Now, here's where a lot of us fail, and this is something that I've actually made a big mistake on before in my life and throughout my college life, because we tend to think that, I may not sleep during the week, but during the weekend, I can sleep. I'll sleep hours and hours, and I don't wake up until like 10, 11, or I've seen people that wake up at 2, 3 in the afternoon. But there's a big difference between the quantity of sleep that you're getting and the quality of sleep. When you're sleeping during the nighttime hours, you're getting actual sleep. Whereas if you're actually oversleeping, it's actually just as bad. It says oversleeping has been associated with thyroid disease, kidney and liver disease, depression, and dementia. So don't think that just because you are oversleeping on the weekends, you're actually catching up. Instead, you're doing more harm to your body. Consequences of sleep loss: you have more illnesses, as I mentioned before. Feeling more stressed out, you have increase in weight gain. So for those of you that want to maintain a good figure, make sure that you get plenty of sleep, because if you're not sleeping well enough, your body is not digesting well enough, and thus your whole system gets messed up. You get a lower GPA, we mentioned it before. You get increase in mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. And this is something that I myself have struggled with many times. I have a lot of anxiety issues. And I've realized that those weeks that I take time to sleep are the weeks when I am a lot more relaxed. You get increased in accidents. I don't know if you guys have heard the little phrase that, sleep driving is just as bad as drunk driving. It's very true. If you fall asleep at the wheel, you can cause just as much damage as if you were drunk. And you have a decrease in performance in athletics. College students are often at risk of having mental health issues because of the fact that they're not getting enough sleep. As you can see the little cartoon I put here, you postpone a sleep on one day, you postpone the next day, and before you know it, it's all going to be overwhelming you, especially during finals. So what is it that I'm trying to get you guys to do today? Don't postpone sleep. It's actually something very important. During sleep, your brain organizes, it recharges. Think of your computer and think how every once in a while you need to plug it in, and you need to plug it in for a certain amount of time, otherwise it's not going to get enough recharge. It's the same thing with our brains. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're not recharging your brain. So even if you think that just because you're walking around and you're up, you're fine, the truth is that your brain did not recharge well enough, and it's not going to function the same. Sleep helps you weed out all the bad information, and it helps you prepare yourself to retain good information. It also says that, for example, when you are studying for a test, a lot of us tend to have the habit of studying until like late hours of night, but it's actually recommended to go to sleep and wake up earlier to study, because while you just read it once, you go to sleep, while you sleep, your brain is going over everything that you just read, so that when you wake up earlier, you have it in your head already. So it's a lot easier to do it that way. This summer, I challenge you guys to sleep. Many of us are going to be tempted because you want to go to the beach. For those that are in the tropics, you want to go out with your friends, you want to go out with your family. And again, something that's supposed to be a vacation turns into another chance to, not go to sleep early. So try to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep, which is the recommended time, and just rest. You can have a lot more fun when you're sleeping, and when you're fully rested, you're going to be able to enjoy life a lot easier. And I write guys this little quote. It says, sleep is the best time to repair, but it's hard to get a good night's rest when we don't dial the inner chatter down. Many of us post, I see these posts on Facebook all the time where they put like, oh, I'm so tired, can't fall asleep, but it's like 1 in the morning, but they're on Facebook. Guys, if you can't sleep, get off Facebook. That's a very, it's a good start. Get off, turn off the media, put it away, don't even sleep with your phone next to your bed, stop the texting, and get a good night's rest. So, if anybody can help me pass these out.